Welcome back, gamers. It has been that long since I've done a car talk, since I've been able to go to a tournament, that the sun now sets at the usual time I head to the tournaments. So a little bit of seasonal impact, I suppose. Not going to be as bright for these car talks. Nonetheless, we crack on. Very excited to go to my first tournament in about 3 weeks. Still been keeping up with the game, still been practicing it in my own time. With some IRL friendlies, some online friendlies, and actually recently, yesterday, as of recording this video, the Q1 season of Perth Smash has had their results released, and I got honourable mention, which makes me 17th. And that's the first time I've ever been on one of these showcases, which is nuts, and just brings a smile to my face. What can I say? It's nice to see the progress pay off, and slowly and steadily, we're getting there, and that's the main thing. So, sort of coupled with that as well, all the hard work I've been doing over the last 3 years has gone into a physics paper as well. And that recently got published on May the 4th. Be with you, and also with you. May the 4th. And I think both of those sort of go hand in hand. Like, it's actually kind of rare to see your results pay off, like in physics, in Smash Bros. It's kind of a little bit of a thankless job. You're putting in all this effort, and you're not going to see the results for a while. And then suddenly they just surprise you, and you're like, whoa, this is great. Yeah, I feel amazing. But we still crack on, still living our life. And yeah, the main topic I want to talk about for today's car talk is the mental stack, or mental slack, I'm actually thinking. Yeah, this was a while ago, so I'm going to have to think about how I wanted to phrase it. But I've just been thinking about information wars, overloading your opponent with information, and I sort of wanted to think about the mental stack sort of in a physics sort of way, with the mental slack, like an elastic band. So you sort of, as you're playing, the more you show your opponent, the more you show your timings, how you're mixing up your timings, what's your set of moves that you're sort of mixing up. You build up this sort of potential for your opponent. So people sort of can get a little bit hesitant when they want to pull the trigger if they're not too sure what you're doing. Some people just gun for one of your mix-ups and try to get a big read to close out. There's a lot of varied ways people handle the mental slack, and funnily enough, it is very much like fighting, like martial arts, like fighting games. What's this person doing? It's got me a red light. Anyway, yeah, so a classic idea, I guess, in fighting is you sort of show them this hand, boom, hit them with the cross up of the other hand. I mean, that's a very oversimplification of martial arts, but that's sort of the core of I think these fighting martial arts, fighting games, is you sort of getting them to focus on one thing, like, oh, I'm going to up air waft you, watch out, he's coming up air waft, and suddenly you just mix it up, surprise them, and you just do something completely different. I mean, they're so worried about getting hit by the waft, so they've been hiding in shield. They've built this narrative for themselves that if Wario's above me, he's going to land with an up air, I need to be shielding, I need to not get hit by that because I'm going to die. They start focusing on that in their mind a little bit too much. So the slack's sort of drawn towards that in their mind. Then, instead, I've been noticing that they're very quick to shield, quick to sort of get rid of that option entirely, getting hit by the waft. Now I just land with the chomp. They were close to the corner, so I send them off with the chomp. Or let's just say I send them into the corner, I get another hit, Now they're off stage, and then I get the waft. You know, you don't always have to, how should I phrase it? You don't always have to think of like, how am I going to get this closer? Sometimes the way to sort of close out a stock is, you know, a little bit chaotic, a little bit by chance, a little bit by ear. Like the chomp's not going to kill per se, but the chomp can lead into a situation which you have sort of better odds of hitting something that closes out. So that's just something I've been thinking about as I'm playing recently. And I think because of it, I'm doing a really good job at closing out stocks. You know, I'm not tunnel visioning on back air or down to a dash attack. Very similar idea to what I was just talking about. I'm just letting the kill find me, and I'm making sure my hits actually kill. I'm not just trying to rack up percent. Like, I want to kill someone. You know, I want to close out that stock early, build a lead, be decisive in that sense. So, yeah, we'll just see how these sort of ideas go today. A little bit of an all over the place car talk, but whatever. Getting back into the swing of things, and should be regular uploads from here. So, anyway, see you guys.
Ruaan is a Super Smash Bros. Also player. Bayonetta player from Mumbai, India, currently residing in Perth, Australia. That's a really bad photo on your wiki, bro.
Well, no, I'm not bad,
That does not look like him. That's a different guy. That's a different... Ruaan, Juanito Dorito?
I think I'm wearing the same hoodie in that photo.
Dude, he entered a tournament called Juanito Dorito. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna
This is psychological.
Most recent rankings 10th. Okay, bro. This shit is that is propaganda.
Yeah, he spiked his
We're gonna see the photo.
But who's PR? He's just
Damn.
bro, it's just like
That was like old Ruaan.
that's old. Bro, we got a different
fucking
beat.
Galarian and Ruaan, that's crazy.
like surely there's
Where's
His friends?
Guys, do I have a wiki page?
I've posted his wiki page so that the chat knows who they're talking about.
Because they were talking mid-set, and they were yapping at them. I was like, this is bad. One time, getting stung on. He got fucking stung on the bosses in the month. They had to just be like,
yeah, Will was like, yeah, disengage, back up.
You can't
yeah, but you
spell.
have to like let that one slide. You have to like let him talk until he can't speak anymore. And then walk.
You still fucked it.
The keys.
Don't use ChatGPT on your boss computer.
Bro,
He
I'm
needs that
asking-
later
I'm-
for his assignments.
Dude, how am I gonna get my shit done?
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
You're using up all my tokens. I don't know if ChatGPT has tokens.
Bro, but we need to know what Ruan's friends call him.
You're such a little chud.
Hey, it's called data science, bro.
Liberal.
No, I would never use ChatGPT. I'm a data scientist.
No, the joke is that you fucking make the AI. You make the AI. Well, I don't make the AI.
Fuck them.
What the?
Too bad, Shadi.
Oh, dude.
I know he's good.
Dude, this is fucked. SSB Wiki is like, ChatGPT does not take data from there. It can't pick up on Chuan. It doesn't know.
Just ask what Chuan means.
What,
Oh my god.
what do Ruan's friends call him, dude? The Smash player, it says there's no documented nickname. And I'm like, no, there is. You can find it. It's
I
out
wonder
there.
if you could like feed it the info by being like, no, it's this, and I'd like you to in the future remember that.
Well, ChatGPT is like personalized. Don't do it.
Oh, you're right.
At least something about it. Look.
The
I'll be
reason
honest,
I know
I could be
it's
wrong. I
personalized is
genuinely could still be wrong.
No, the reason it's personalized is because I know this because of Higher Dresden. That guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
the tweaker.
The tweaker.
No, okay.
Apparently, that was ChatGPT.
It's linked it now, but I had to say Chuan. Now it knows that his friends come from Chuan. It's a fact.
Yeah.
What?
He also has the.
Wow.
Dude, what the fuck is ChatGPT's problem, bro? That's fucking right. Bro, it's being all stuck about it. He's like, you basically just answered your previous question. I'm like,
Bro, because you couldn't answer it yourself. That was pathetic. That was
fucking
pathetic.
ChatGPT, bro. Like, get the shit out of
Look
here.
at that shit.
Chud GPT.
Is this true?
Oh, fuck. It must be real.
ChatGPT spoke on matter.
Guys, would Claude know what quicker? Would that feed it?
I have people
For me,
that are like,
using ChatGPT is such a Charlie quality.
It is. Yeah.
It's maybe offensive to Charlie because he's not the only one. Brendy also uses ChatGPT at work for his work and for his use.
I can believe
Yeah.
that.
I was like talking to him about it on Friday.
Doesn't he use it to decide what stage to go to?
yeah.
Brendan did that.
No, that guy does that shit.
Yeah, that is goat maneuver, and I'm just also doing the fully
I think once asked ChatGPT as a joke in front of Corey how to do
Yeah, I
it.
remember.
That was a winning one. It did give decent advice, I won't even lie. It was just like sourcing YouTube videos on that.
Headed home now. Tourney, I think was a good success. I'm pretty happy with just getting back into the swing of things. This is the first real tourney in a while. Not many people have. After the Sydney major, there wasn't a tourney on that week, and then as they flew back, there wasn't a tourney that week, and then they retired again. So it was 3 weeks, no Smash tourneys. But good to be back. Good to see I haven't lost it. You know, that's the thing, I guess, about skills like Smash Bros, an instrument or a subject you study, is part of that sort of lingers around. You know, the time you've invested into something. Like, I mean, I don't know if I could even play Smash Bros if in 3 weeks I just lost my skill completely from scratch. I do not think that would be a worthwhile use of my time if that's how the cookie crumbled in the memory department. But we're quite lucky as a human species that muscle memory is a thing and all is good. But if you want to make gains, obviously, same with the gym, same with Smash Bros, you have to be consistently putting in effort, beating your PBs, finding out new things about the game, going in training mode, practicing your movement, practicing your combos. So, yep, pretty happy overall. I ended up going 2-2, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. So my first opponent was Question, who plays Bowser Jr. We go pretty back and forth, so off the rip, pretty tough opponent, and that's because the tournament was pretty big in size. There was like 31 people today, and pretty hectic. Yeah, there's like some serious competitors there. Pop-It1 was there, the YouTuber as well. So, and it had been many weeks, so I think people were kind of fiending coming to a tournament as well. So all the stars aligned. There's heaps of people. Anyway, yeah, my first game against Question was freaking close. Yeah, I was sweating. They were doing a good job of just punishing like these lazy fairs on shield I was doing. They were shield grabbing me. I tried to use, I really like Bike in that matchup for Bowser Jr. because it can like intercept the cart. It's a hitbox that extends beyond Wario. It can actually like catch him out. But he was doing a really good job of maneuvering. I wasn't getting hit by the bike edge guards, or when I throw the bike up to sort of as like a wall at the corner so he couldn't get past, he'd just like choose when he was going in. So I think he already is doing a lot better than he was the last time we played. But oh my god, I clutched out. So I was at like 130 odd. I can't remember the exact percentage I was at. He was at like 80, 90. And I got the wheelie slam in bracket again. I could not believe it. That's another person off the wheelie slam bingo list. So at least in bracket, those are the ones I'm going to count, not the ones in friendlies. So I got Question with it. I got Bonk with it in bracket. I've got serious notoriety about this wheelie slam, which is nice because, you know, adds another thing onto the mental stack of the opponent they have to worry about. I mean, yeah, it's 54 frames, hella slow, but if you're caught slacking, it actually catches up on you because you move like, I guess on Smash Ball would be like 75% of the stage before you actually come down on the slam. So it kind of catches you out. You don't expect, especially for Wario, with someone with not as much range, not really a projectile-based character who has that sort of range that you worry about. you can sort of fall into an autopilot of, if I'm playing Diddy Kong, for example, I'll just pull the banana, right? I'll just dash back, pull the banana, not thinking to worry about this inbuilt fast motion from the bike coming in, hitting you with the wheelie slam. So that's how I caught Bunkat as well. He like dashed back, jumped, went to set up his back air as Cloud. I'm there, and it hit him out of the air as well as the slam was coming down. So that was clutch. I'm very thankful that I managed to hit that in bracket. I just sort of went for it and it worked out. So cool. Might have thrown off his rhythm a little bit because, yeah, kind of tough to lose that game, especially when he like was bringing it, brought me right to the end, and then he just couldn't close out, and I managed to get that cheese kill. And yeah, I can't remember what happened game 2. Hit a waft. I'm pretty sure hit an up air waft to kill pretty early. On his second stock, I think 60 odd %, I killed him. And yeah, I can't really remember. I was picking up the Cooper a lot better second game as well. I kept trying to do areas to pick it up, and like back air, it's just not going to pick up the Cooper. So I shouldn't be doing that. I should use nair, fair, or up airs to pick up the Cooper. Anyway, that brings me, so I won 2-0. That brings me on to Teehee. So Teehee, best player on the PR. Pretty tough draw, I will say. To have to verse them second. So I think I did a good job anyway. They were playing their mains today as well, not the Falcon. And yeah, I think I did a really good job against the Shulk. Like, I don't know what's been up with me lately, but I've been parrying a lot more. And I think I've just been more aware of that option. Like, when I know they're probably going to do an attack or do an attack as they're landing, that sort of timing. A lot of people aren't going to like really try and mix up or catch parries. I mean, it's not the greatest thing to do all the time, but still cool nonetheless. And especially in the Shulk matchup, I think it's really useful as Wario to get those parries. That's like a good way to get your inlets. I was really happy overall. I mean, they were playing like a monster. I mean, they got fair edge guards, hit me with a smasher on the corner, but I was really holding my own. I actually managed to get them to last stock. Didn't hit a waft. I think I missed it, but I hit a chomp. They had like smash art up. They were trying to kill me on my last stock. They were on their second stock. Managed to catch them with a command grab while they had the smash art, and then like sent really far as well. And I asked them after the fact. Turns out Shulk can't change shield art, like to shield art or something like that, in the middle of a command grab, which is convenient. I'll take that. So yeah, managed to get that kill. And then, I don't know, I think I hit like a couple down tilts. I went to get a futsal on them. Maybe could have like swayed the momentum enough for me to get a win game 2, but just didn't end up winning. So I lost that 0-2. Then I already had to verse another good player, so I actually had no breaks in this bracket. Like, I just had to bring my all. And yeah, I had to verse Seb, who, yeah, pretty good player. We go back and forth. I just managed to clutch out most of my sets versus them. To be honest, it is tough. And game 1, they were trying something new. They tried out the Villager, which, if you don't know, for Wario, can be pretty bad, because if they pocket the bike, you just never get it back. Like, you should never get the bike back in that scenario, which will permanently ruin my recovery. They'll just hold on to it. But I don't think Seb was really utilizing the pocket as well as he could, because he kept throwing it back at me. So he'd like pocket the bike and throw it back. I'm like, oh, great. now I don't have to stress about the bike being gone forever. So yeah, no, I think I was just overwhelming them a bit, and maybe not the most tourney ready for the Villager. And then they went to their main, Kirby, and pretty close set, close game. Ended up going back and forth. super high percents. I think they closed out with I actually don't even know. Back air? Back air seems reasonable. I'm not sure how they killed me, to be honest. So that brings us to game 3. Managed to get a really big lead early on. And yeah, we got down. I was like 2 stocks to their 1 stock. Had the waft. And they inhaled me and pulled me down to just under the ledge. Under the stage, and I was stressed, and I was like, oh shit. But I had a feeling like they were going to try to get like a down air or try to do something. So I ended up just jumping on wafting, and that managed to super armor the down air, but they teched the waft onto the stage. I was like, oh fuck, they're definitely getting back. But their jump hit, like, pancaked on the stage, and then their up B just didn't reach as well. It just like skimmed the, like pancaked under the thing. And I was like, holy, that is so lucky. I mean, I still had 2 stocks, still had the lead, but it was nice, you know, just to close out in that scenario there. Yeah, I was pretty worried I had to keep going, but I guess I had the stock lead. Like if I was 1 stock and then they inhaled me, that would be a little bit more scary, but I still had the lead. So, yep, that was kind of nice to win that. That felt good. Nice 2-1. And then I had to verse Cheesy's DK. The Fox Killer from Floating Point managed to get winner's side, top 64. Love that guy. He's hell cool. He's tall. He's got the hugest hands in the world. He's like Donkey Kong in real life with those hands, with that size. Anyway, what am I saying? Anyway, yeah, Charlie did a good job. I actually managed to get a huge lead, stock 1. Like, I managed to close out, get this huge percentage lead, and found like a back air on his up B recovery. Like, I was like, ooh, this is nice. And then they killed me super early with like a, oh, no, I think it was like, I was like 90, 100. They killed me with like a cargo throw, forward throw, off the ledge. I was like, fuck. Whereas I didn't really get to rack up that much of a lead. I got a 60% lead. And then they killed me super early as well. Yeah, they got like a down air on me. As I was recovering, they just like dropped down, did a down air to kill me super early on. And then I think they got a punch to close out, stock 3. But that's just how that matchup goes. Like Donkey Kong versus Wario. I feel like I can really easily build up a stock lead, but Donkey Kong's got the range, and that motherfucker kills. And like if I'm not playing like too wary, I'm just gonna get killed by these kill options like down B up smash, ding dong, forward throw, like cargo throw, forward throw, and yeah, kind of scary, that matchup. And as well, Nair doesn't really combo nicely. Like you can't have momentum on your Nair. You need to like jump Nair and then move, if that makes sense, if you want it to hit. Otherwise it hits too early, it's really hard to combo. Niche fact, it's just because Donkey Kong's so big, he gets hit by the Nair 2 hitbox like way too early for a combo. So it's kind of weird to hit the up air. You can't really get the usual up air you want for your combos. Anyway, so yeah, 2-2. I think questions ticked off my bingo list. Don't know if Seb's on the bingo list, but he would be ticked off too. And questions ticked off the Wheelie Slam bingo list as well. So that's pretty funny. Anyway, that's all, folks. So thanks for tuning in. Should be back with regular uploads. Yeah, now that the tourneys are back on schedule. So I will catch you all for the next video next Monday. See ya.